to our first official Operation Lighthouse episode. It's finally here. Finally. For those who are just tuning in or just coming onto our hand up page for PTSD Suicide Awareness, this operation is designed to shed light and show it out there to the people that are suffering in their storms, as I like to call it. What happened to me, it was a storm, it was bad. And I through luck and a guardian angel, was able to reach out. So I designed Operation Lighthouse to start finding veterans who've gone through the situations, have been as bad as I was, to come back. So now we can talk about it. And you'll have to pardon me, some parts I may get a little emotional because this story really touches home. But we can talk about it. We can show our brothers and sisters out there that there's a choice. That no matter how dark it seems, it's not going to be easy right off the bat. But there's an end to that situation without making a permanent solution. So John reached out to me, pseudonym. So we're going to talk about his story, and then we'll talk a little more afterwards. And I gotta say before I start, it really meant a lot to me that somebody I knew entrusted me with his story to pass on. But in his words, if there can be something positive out of it, then hell yeah. So, hell yeah, John. Ed, back in October, my kids and my wife were gone, left me. My wife had asked me for 2 years to get help. I couldn't see what the PTSD or the things from overseas were doing to me in my life. And I take a break here and say, this happens to a lot of us. We don't see it. We don't want to believe that it can be us, that there's nothing wrong with us. This is just the way I am, you know. So I'm going to continue on, but I want people to know that that's what happens. I was very angry at everything. I was very angry at the world, Ed. So at this point, 7 months, we've been separated. 7 months. I spent my time in a hole beating myself up and searching for the answers. Then one night, my wife invited me to the church. So I went with her and the kids. I can't explain what happened, but here I am. And here we're finally working on things, feeling each other out, and seeing, you know, if we can be happy and healthy again as a family together. So I want to push forward now, Ed, to April 14th. About, you know, today it's a month. That's when I almost pulled the trigger. I almost ended my life. And I had lost everything at that point. That night truly and really pushed me to get help. I couldn't get help just for myself, but I also had to get help for my family and my future. That story right there, folks, that was the end of it. That really hits home. I was right there too. This August will be 4 years. I was right there. That I almost pulled the trigger. You know, reading that story, as you can see, was a little difficult because I've known this man. And in my opinion, they don't come much tougher or nicer. Good guy. So, reading that kind of brings back my feelings. But if anything that this should show people is, there's a life out there after this. No matter how bad we thought it was going to get, we woke up. We said, you know what? We're going to fight. And I want to tell people this. That story there just shows what we're taught in training to complete the mission. By checking out early, we're not completing the mission. We're stopping. Come on, folks. You know, there's two people right here, myself and John, that you now know did it. And it wasn't easy. Neither one of us are going to lie to you. But please, just much like John, send me your story to vetresgrp@gmail. I respect your privacy. John's his pseudonym, and I've known him for years. People have families. We're not here to embarrass anyone. What we are here to do, though, is we are here to get the information out, to show you that there's more options out there. With that being said, folks, I want to wish you all a very good day, and I hope that this in some way helps, because this is the first of our series. Take care.